many flashbacks. So Hi guys, I'm Ruhani.
And I'm Rania, and welcome to In Between.
So Rania, now that we're finally recording our podcast, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling about it?
It's feeling great, honestly, because we were just speaking about it, and the fact that we're actually doing it now feels good.
Yeah, I think we've been speaking about it since 6 months now?
Has it been that long, really?
yeah, definitely. I think we've been bringing it up in conversations here and there. I'm really glad we
We're
finally
actually doing it now.
working it out. Yeah, I'm really happy about it.
So, Rohani, if I have to take you back to your first week here in Bath and at uni, what comes to your mind? How did you feel then? How do you feel now looking back?
Honestly, that question gives me so many flashbacks. But I think my first week of uni was mostly just me feeling really overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I was going through so many different emotions. I was so lost, so confused. But at the same time, I was also really happy because I was really looking forward for this new chapter in my life. So I was really excited about it. But mostly, like I said, I was feeling quite lost. I was trying to figure my way out. I was trying to figure out the city, figure out the campus, figuring out people, figuring out my eating habits, figuring out lifestyle in general. So it was mostly just trying to make sense of things.
You know, when you first come to uni, I think, everyone around you pretends like they have it figured out. But in actuality, no one really does, but they just pretend like they have it figured out. So, I think that just makes you more conscious too, because you just think everyone has it figured out, and why don't you? But I don't think anyone does.
Yeah, because I think this is the age where you're actually starting to figure things out.
Yeah.
Before university actually starts, I think all of us are kind of in this bubble and we're living a completely different life.
Yeah.
And when we enter university, we enter this new chapter where things start feeling more serious, and we start being more responsible for our own things.
Yeah.
So we definitely keep getting conscious about what other people are doing in life and seeing everyone do certain things that makes us question ourselves that are we on the right path, when in reality I believe there is no actual right path. And it is just custom to yourself. So what you decide for yourself is going to be the right path at the end of the day.
And I think, like you said, I think everyone is out there on very different journeys, right? So you can't compare your journey to someone else's.
Yes, completely you cannot. And
which you end up doing when you first start out.
Because I think the first week is so different for all of us.
Yeah.
And
like we may have had the same first week, but I know like everyone would have felt different things.
Yeah, completely. Everyone's in completely different headspaces.
Yeah.
Like I think I was expecting something so different from university.
I think we have the same first week, but I think we felt different things.
Yeah. Even though we were attending the same events, we were mostly together throughout the week. The thought process is completely different.
100%, yeah.
Do you think you expected certain things from university before you came to Bath and it turned out to be similar or different? What do you think?
So it was such a mix of expectations, right? Like, honestly, I remember that first day when I walked into campus for the first time, and that was, I think, the first time I'd ever been on like a uni campus. I think I expected to be happier than what I was. I remember being a bit sadder than what I expected to be about leaving home and moving out and all of that. But other than that, I think in overall, definitely, I mean, some of it matched my expectations, but also part of it didn't. So it was just a mix.
Yeah, I think even very similar for me.
Yeah.
Because I expected university to be a certain way, and it was turning out to be like that some points, but also a lot of different points it wasn't. I really thought that university is going to be this highly productive place where since day one I will have everything sorted, especially in terms of career.
Yeah.
But what I've come to realizing after spending 2 years here in Bath is that university is more about figuring yourself out than your careers. Obviously, you focus on your careers, but you're actually learning about yourself way more and who you are as a person, what you want in life. What do you think about that?
I think it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
But I think you learn a lot about yourself because, I mean, you're just growing up, right? And you're just seeing yourself in this new light and you're changing. So with that, you just end up learning so much more about yourself. I think you have, so have I. And I think you figure yourself, you don't necessarily figure yourself out, but you just learn new things or you just change. So you're not talking about learning new things, you just kind of change into these different, change into the different person.
That completely makes sense.
Or like parts of you change.
Yeah. But do you think you made the right choice by coming to Bath now? Or like in general coming abroad to study?
You know, initially I may not have agreed, but now that I look back, I think everything fell into place or is falling into place. So I definitely think I made a great choice. Of course, I would have changed certain things, had certain things another way, but other than that, I think till you're enjoying yourself, till you're liking your experience, I think, yeah, I did make the right choice. What do you think now, 2 years down the line?
I think a year and a half ago, I would have really thought I made the worst decision of my life.
Yeah.
Because first semester of university, I was really, really keen on transferring.
I remember.
I had the phase where I was like, oh my god, I hate it here, I don't want to live here. And I didn't even talk to so many people around me about this.
Yeah.
So when my parents are going to watch this, they're going to be surprised that I initially actually hated Bath.
Yeah.
But I think that is because I wasn't giving myself enough time and enough credit that I'm going through new process, and it is going to be hard. But now when I think about it, I'm so glad, I'm so happy with the choice I made. I absolutely love Bath as a city. I love Bath as a university. I love the kind of people I've met. I love the kind of exposure it has given me.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with the choice I've made.
You know, like you said, if I had to go back in time, I think I'd just give myself more time, because I think you fail to do that, especially when you first come in and you start, you just, you're just pushed into this new life that you have to begin. But I think I would just give myself more time and tell myself it's not the end of the world and it's going to get better.
Yeah, because I really think that the moment you yourself start being easy on yourself, is when things will start falling in place.
100%.
Till the time I was being hard on myself, I wasn't really happy. But the moment I kind of relaxed myself down, I realized things are going great, and I'm in.
You have to give yourself more credit and
know that it will work out. It is a process. It will not be perfect from day one, but eventually you will build something so great, something that you'll cherish for the rest of your life.
Yeah, like of course it's easier said than done. Now if someone's moving into uni and you hear all of these things, it sounds cliche that, oh, give yourself time and all of that, but it is the truth. Like you just have to.
I've heard so many people.
I want people used to tell me this then.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense then. But now that I've lived it,
it does make sense.
It is the truth.
Yeah, that life will figure itself out. You know? Like in some way or the other, it'll work out for you.
Yeah, in every single way, be it your academics, be it your career choice, what
of
you
course,
want
it's
to
in
do
your
in
hands
life,
too.
your friends, everything. You need to just keep working hard. You just don't need to give up and keep pushing yourself to do better. But at the same time, also not over push yourself in a way you don't exert your mind.
Or you burn out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think at the end of the day, you do what you can, what's in your control, and not like worry about things which aren't in your control. And I think that is something which people end up doing a lot when they first move into uni.
Yes, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I think you need to have your own time.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rania, if you go back in time,
yeah,
what is one thing you would tell the younger Rania who's just starting university?
Like I said, that is going to be fine. And of course, I got overwhelmed, but I think I got a bit too overwhelmed. So just like it's going to work out, and not to worry about it. And just a side note, I think I would lead like a healthier first semester than what I did for sure. Because I feel like I feel like your life becomes so unhealthy. There was no like routine to my life when I first moved in, and and you're all over the place. I think I would just give my life a bit more structure, and other than that, just tell myself, listen, you'll be fine. What about you?
Makes sense. I think I would tell myself to be who I am. I don't need to pretend to be a version that I'm not.
Just to fit in.
Yeah, I need to be as confident as I was, because I found
Yeah.
myself being a little shy. I was getting, I don't know if that's the right word, but kind of intimidated by all of the people around me.
Yeah, and there's no such thing as fitting in uni
Yeah.
anyway.
And I really think that confidence is the key to everything in life.
You really believe that?
Yeah. So that initial 2-week period, I found myself losing a little bit of my confidence.
Yeah.
So I'll tell myself that no matter what, don't lose your confidence and everything will
I
work out.
think, just don't overthink it.
Yeah,
Just do what you want to do. Like, just do what you want to do and it'll work out.
absolutely, it will. I'm sure for everyone who's
Yeah.
going to start university or in general new chapters of life,
Yeah.
just give it time to work out.
Yeah, and everything, like we say, does happen for a reason,
Yeah.
and we're here today for a reason.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Anyways, I think
So I think that was it for today.
yeah. See you guys soon.
See you guys soon.
Stay
Bye.
tuned. Bye.